Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. U.S. crop conditions, and there's Canada and U.S. reports here coming out today. Another one in about an hour, or for Canada, and then at 11 o'clock, the USDA is going to have their acreage reports and stock reports, and there's it's likely to move the market because of the timing and whatever information is fairly sensitive to the market because of just timing of weather impacting crops as well, and yeah. Anyway, so here's your crop progress report highlights. Corn is just right on pace with silking, but conditions are not slipping, even though the heat is pretty severe. The drought or excess moisture is severe in some areas as well. Soybeans, it seems to be doing just quite well all by itself as well. But the spring wheat conditions, actually, the one that I would say is a highlight is it jumped from last week from 54 to 59%. And again, as others have said, it's basically a beauty contest going on here. Wheat harvested, winter wheat is just shy of 50%. India records the fifth driest June. Their June is over, and they only received 39.8% below the long-term average. And the northern plains were unusually hot. India received 99.5 millimeters of rainfall in June against a normal of 165.3. Weather department showed as the monsoon reached the southern state of Kerala 3 days late, its advance across western farming regions stalled for about 2 weeks. So, and I keep talking about India's weather. They're the largest consumer. Like they got a $4 trillion ag economy, and if they're going to be short, they're going to need product. Crop planted areas. So the survey, here's some information that Karen Braun put out. The expectation is canola acreage is going to be potentially higher than the March planted. I see that there is quite a range. I would even expect maybe even wheat might even have some lower numbers as well. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. If it does, then it might actually help the spring wheat market, as it's the one that's hitting resistance for or making new lows. Supreme Court strengthens Trump's hold on key levers of government power. Trump gets broad authority to dump regulatory agency heads. So this is a potential problem not only for once this ruling is in place, the next administration. So you get this happening if there's a switch of Republican versus Democrat. The same thing can actually happen, but it's a slippery slope there. Central banks are to shrink dollar holdings, and that again, I would say that's a dangerous game, but it's all in retaliation of the trade war, basically. Quick look at the weather. You can see even areas that I don't usually pay much attention to. Ontario, it's quite a range of moisture to dry as well, and you can see Western Canada, the northern parts of the prairie growing area is wet. Growing degree days with the base 10, and you can see there's only one region that's getting close to their growing degree days with base 10. And base 10 is basically your 10 degrees Celsius as your low, and for basically corn production. All weather hazards map. It's hot, and it's basically all of that is basically just driven because of heat. There we are, heat stress. Your growing belt. Growing season, as of right now, you can see we're right in the middle of the range, so it doesn't look like there's any problems with the growing season there at all. Here we're just looking at the soil moisture profile, and as we get 2 weeks out, it does look like it's going to be starting to dry up, and that's a good thing. So canola, we're down to 50. Soybean oil is down 0.6 of a penny at 67.43. Palm oil is down as well. Crude oil above the $70 barrel again, 70.32. Diesel fuel basically sideways at 3.13. Soybeans down another 3 cents at 11.36. Spring wheat is up 2.5 cents at 6.03. Your hard red winter is down a penny at 6.13. Chicago down 2 cents. Milling wheat is down. Corn is down again as well at 4.09, and the Canadian dollar trading at 70.47. Let's have a quick look. I put a little bit of a target area, but it's definitely getting pressured from your short-term moving averages. The market doesn't want to trade above there or stay above it, so almost looks like we've got potential for it to actually break loose of this trend line potential, but we'll have to see how that plays out. It all might depend on this report that we get here in about an hour. European rapeseed just trading that direction. I would say soybean oil been trading sideways, but below this 10-day moving average. And here's your previous highs here, so it's pretty strong support. And the same thing with your soybeans. Here we are with crude palm oil basically tracking sideways in that range. Your crude oil futures basically trading above the gap line, basically, and it's not filled that gap yet, and well below the 10-day moving average here. Your New York Harbor diesel fuel is trading up, and that's probably because of tightness of inventories. But I also will say that there's some area in here that is going to create a floor because of inventories and the driving season. Seasonally, diesel fuel and gasoline trade higher in this time of year anyway, the driving season. Canadian dollar very close to this downside target at 72. So it's getting pretty close there. And then if it breaks through there, there's another range that I think it can go down to at 68.9. Quick look at wheat. Here's your spring wheat September contract, and it's retracing values all the way back to the beginning of the year, where your Kansas is not. Neither is Chicago. It is breaking lower, but we'll have to see how this report actually helps these commodities. European rapeseed, even with the heat that they're getting as well, it's still trading quite high. And here's the corn trying to break through. So this is the corn new crop price, and broke through that area, and now we're lower. So